Pose on the mushroom canopy. Even the
Hello,
slightest breath
hello,
will blow
hello,
them all over the
everyone.
place.
Hello. We're back at it again. Yay! I actually don't know how many parts. Oh, I really need to see how many parts there are to this one chapter. I'm estimating it's like less than 25, hopefully. Do you guys want to know what was the original goal? My original goal was to get this chapter done and dusted by the end of October. Unless we want a long ass video on the last week of October, that ain't happening. But we can try. We're gonna go straight on to part 12 now. Just another Laplace experiment. Hello? There was a savior. Rarer than radium. Commoner than water, crueler than truth. Children kept from the sun. Assembled at his tongue. To hear the golden note turn in a groove. Prisoners of wishes locked their eyes. In the jails and studies of his keyless smiles. Dylan Thomas. I don't know poetry or rhymes. I'm quite dumb in the head. Oh. The edge of the world resists change in its own way. Frozen soil, stagnant time, and roaring winds. Yet the battleship's armored prow surges forward, blast waves shattering every obstacle. And there's plenty of obstacles. Magnus's scream sinks beneath the sea, staining the thick ice crimson.
Raiders out. No solar contact. Targets eliminated. We got them.
Good work, everyone. But let's not start celebrating yet. The ice is getting thicker. We are entering an ice zone. Notify all bridge personnel to reduce speed. Engineer, what's the damage report?
The Magnus hit our port side propeller. We're down to about 20% thrust on the steering, sir.
The sentry bursts through the door.
Visual on an iceberg at 12 o'clock. It's closing in fast.
The captain leans into the high-powered telescope.
Speeding iceberg? Really? What did I tell you about staring at the snow too long? It messes with your vision.
The first mate takes the telescope next. Oh yeah, shit. That came out of nowhere.
That's no iceberg. It's a fin. A massive one. Something's under the water.
A Leviathan.
A shiver runs down the captain's spine.
Greenland, all systems engage.
Weapon targeting systems were alive, but the bottom of the battleship takes the first brutal hit.
All units, report your status. Water in main battery magazine. All watertight compartments are under pressure. Captain, we're going down.
Understood.
Flames erupt across the nearby sea as the frigate's fuel tanks ignite the blast. We're getting an explosion.
For all these years, we have fought side by side with Triglav and her 3 frigates. Not once have these old girls let us down.
The menace must be desperate to stop our landing. Sending a Leviathan after us of all things.
The captain stares out at the colossal creature as it looms closer and closer. Its piercing shriek tears through the air as a prelude to another charge.
Let them try. The Foundation will not be stopped at the Ross Sea.
The captain presses the communicator on his chest.
Triglav to operations. Initiating detonation of the onboard array.
... Static hisses briefly before the signal dies over Antarctica. Yet within moments, precise and clear orders are reissued.
Operations to Dida. Steer clear of the ice zone. Fall back to defense line A2.
That was a dramatic start. Fuck. So I'm guessing they're dead. Shit. Makeshift clinic, squad outpost.
You
Oh.
made your way here, through the Ross Sea. The front lines must have given you a grim taste of the war.
Okay, we're back with Ulrich, Mulder, and Guard.
The Manus won't let the Foundation set foot on Antarctica, not without the fight. The ritual is too important. They will stop at nothing to see it happen. So here's my offer. Reciprocity. As a gesture of good faith, allow me to share some intel on their movements with you first. There's a ruin of an ancient city deep in the heart of Antarctica. That is where the ritual will be held.
Can we just look at this map? Okay. What the fuck is this map? There's just a bunch of squares. I'm like, what's confusing?
A ruin? Here?
Against that mountain, yes. But it isn't just any ruin. It's Manus Vindictae's stronghold. Rituals, preparations, high-level meetings. That is where they all happen. In order to secure the continent, they have fortified the coastlines, covering every possible landing point. The Order of Enlightenment is stationed at King Edward VII Peninsula. The Apostles' Brotherhood controls Marybird Land. And the former Xeno Sentinel unit has deployed its forces along King George V coast. The terrain is already a natural fortress, but that wasn't enough for them. They have deployed a number of arcane-modified beasts, several Magnus and a Leviathan, if my intel is correct.
Yeah, we've met the Leviathan.
Oh, no way! A Leviathan? I heard you could sink Australia with one of those things.
They're really going heavy on the security. Mulder presses the communicator to her ear as battle reports crackle through.
Not anymore. The Triglav just blew it up and sank with it in the explosion. She was one of the Foundation's best battleships.
Okay, so the battleship took down the Leviathan with it. In the opening, okay.
A heavy price to pay to only reach a stalemate. If I were you, I wouldn't count on support from the Foundation forces. They are already spread thin just holding the front line. You need a plan to complete your mission without their help. And if you are as smart as you hope you are, you will see that this map is your best shot at reaching the city without getting caught in their territory.
It all sounds too convenient, boss. We've got no clue what she's really up to.
Ulrich's head remains bowed, only the crackle circuits breaking his silence.
Fair enough. But know that the Admiral has ordered the coastline be sealed. I can't let you pass, at least not without a deal. Whatever your purpose is, you won't make it further without some assistance.
Fine.
Yeah, it's the only logical thing to do.
Seriously?
Mate, we're like, you guys are like extremely outnumbered. Like, extremely outnumbered. You guys need some assistance to get through here. And Mulder is being generous enough to give us a bit of leeway. Let's go with it. He lifts his fishbowl head, the fluid remaining in a steady flow.
I'm meeting with the timekeeper at the site of the ritual.
Brilliant.
Now it's the guard who lowers her head, as if surrendering to defeat.
What's the timekeeper doing there?
Ulrich raises his tied hands.
I'm not saying another word until you remove these cuffs.
We're having some
You
bargaining.
think you're in a position to bargain?
We are bargaining here.
Bargain? You were the one suggesting reciprocity. Hardly seems reciprocal to keep us locked up, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. The key clicks into the handcuffs lock. The bolt turns, and then the now freed captive flexes his wrists.
We really are here because of a song.
The record is the key to everything. In 1995, before the world was afflicted with the storm, this record, along with its arcane record player, was sent into space aboard the Regulus Space Telescope, serving as the power source of the satellite. For 12 years, it took pictures and transmitted them back to Earth. Then, in 2007, the satellite crashed near Aldeburgh, destroying everything but this record in the process.
2007. That would have been 1966, right after the sixth storm.
Precisely. A rock music enthusiast from that era found the record and later brought it to Laplace. She is now a member of the Timekeeper Squad. The last image transmitted from the satellite was time-stamped April 16th, 2007. Even after the storm sent everything back, the satellite's timeline kept moving forward.
Okay, now that's actually pretty dope. That's actually pretty dope there. Okay. So while everything was slowly going backwards and being a bit jilted along the way, this record just kept recording the future source, the future.
Are you saying that the satellite crossed the storm? How?
We believe it's because of this record. It's the only material that has been proven to be immune to the storm. In our previous experiments, it reduced the severity of the storm syndrome afflicting one of our researchers and slowed its progression on me.
Wait, what?
But those results were from small-scale isolated tests. We've never tried it in a real storm. Since replicas of the record haven't demonstrated the same immunity as the original, we've developed an upgraded amplifier system for it. Now, when played on our upgraded player, this record can create an immunity zone with a 2.5-mile radius. But the immunity isn't permanent. We found that the element Regulus in the record is consumed every minute it plays. At best, we're looking at 12 minutes of protection with this original copy.
That's crazy,
Manus
though.
Vindictae succeeds in triggering another storm with their ritual. This record may be our last line of defense. That's why I brought it here.
That's crazy. That's
And that's why
crazy.
I need to get it to the Timekeeper. Should the worst happen, at least we can minimize the damage.
And the Timekeeper and their squad. Well, Timekeeper is basically immune. They've got the suitcase. But this would help.
And I'll be able to see how it works during an actual storm. An invaluable boon to our research.
Sounds like Laplace has made remarkable progress since the Equilibrium umbrella. I have to say, I'm impressed.
So, there it is. All my cards on the table. What have you got for us?
Now, will she be generous enough to give us
The
something?
actual location of the ritual is in a sanctuary hidden in the heart of that mountain behind the city ruins.
First a city, now a sanctuary. Boss, she's got to be messing with us.
I am telling the truth. There is a tunnel in the city that leads into the mountain. Only the chosen are allowed through. And you can bet that the tunnel will be heavily guarded.
Modir turns aside, processing the information absorbed from Ulrich.
2.5 miles of immunity, you said?
That's right. I'll need to know the size of the city and the length of the tunnel to figure out the best placement for the record.
I have an idea.
Okay, let's see what this
The
is.
mountain's interior is hollow. The sanctuary sits right in the heart of it. It used to be an active volcano, but it hasn't erupted for centuries. The elevation of the volcano is 11,616 feet. That's just under 2.2 miles.
Okay. Ulrich exchanges a glance with the guard beside him.
Boss, it's not exactly exactly easy to tell what you're thinking, you know. Surely you're not taking her seriously, are you?
I am. I'm taking her dead seriously. This is Maldir we're talking about here. And I have a feeling she isn't a sort of girly who can lie properly. I mean, I shouldn't say that because I know what happened in the previous chapter that she was in, but you can sort of tell when she's lying and when she's telling the truth. And Maldir is very a strong-holded lady in her beliefs. And so I am willing to set aside our differences to believe that she's telling us the truth. I'm believing in her in this one instance. I'm trusting her. Also, she's very, very pretty. And that's a weakness. Oh god, another poetry? Oh, no. 3 figures emerge from the abandoned research station, now repurposed as a field hospital. The 2 freed captives adjust their clothes, ready to depart. Maldir holds the map to the guard.
Scaling the mountain isn't going to be easy. I have marked the dangerous areas on this map. Try to avoid them when planning your route.
The guard nods and receives the map.
Before you go, let me make one thing clear. This is just my advice. Whether you take it or not is up to you. If just the 2 of you go up the mountain, you may keep yourselves out of the enemy's sights, but it will be highly dangerous. There will be no saving you if something goes wrong.
Of course. We'll weigh our options before we make a move.
Good. Keep your head on straight, soldier.
So, just like that, you're letting us walk out of here? With the record and a map? You call it reciprocity. But what's in it for you?
Girlie's having doubts. It may have just been the wind or a trick of the eye, but for a moment, Maldir seems to smile.
Arcana's death hasn't weakened Manus Vindictae. In fact, they have kept the Foundation very...
Sorry, I had to cut a little section out. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to cut a little section out due to something popping up on the screen.
They planned every step, but you just barged in here with nothing but a record and an idea. If you were my soldiers, I would have thrown you out of my camp by now. That said,
She returns the record to its rightful owner with a solemn
I
gesture.
would rather see the storm end than see you fail.
See? Ulrich accepts the record in turn.
Well then, thank you for your help.
After a final handshake, Ulrich turns towards the snowfield with his guard. A few steps later, he looks back.
Why don't you come with us?
Me?
Look, we may be rushing in there like a couple of idiots, but if this works, if it really stops whatever scheme the Manus are brewing, don't you want to see it for yourself?
It doesn't matter what I want.
I'm smiling. I'm just like... His fair fluid flickers a few times before he walks into the gathering powder snow without another word. Ah, Maldir, sweetie. Maldir snaps a salute to Ulrich. You matter, Maldir. To be continued. Something's going on. The guard pushes another obstructing boulder aside with effort.
But I didn't think we'd literally be carving our own trail through the wilderness. Boss, at this rate, the world would be an absolute bedlam by the time we reach the top.
Hold on. Let me check the map the lieutenant gave me.
Lieutenant Maldir. As grateful as I am that she set us free, which I absolutely am, I have to say, this isn't exactly the type of freedom I imagined.
I like Guard. Guard is great. There's a rustling sound. Oh shit.
Who's there?
The guard fumbles for a gun, only to smash her elbow against the very boulder she just moved.
Ouch!
Several critter-like creatures burst forth from the snow. Penguins! Oh! Oh, they moody penguins. So
Penguins? Here?
this is Antarctica. The penguins charge towards the climbers, their beaks already pecking at the coats.
Hey, give that grenade back!
Oh shit.
No interference, right, boss? I mean, you're not going to make me fight a penguin, are you? Look at their little faces.
Even if they steal a grenade, look at their little faces. They're adorable. Oh?
All members of the Sentinel Unit Antarctic Advance Party, attention!
The fuck? The penguins wobble into a perfectly aligned row, like well-trained circus performers, or rather, even soldiers.
Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Rookie guard, check. Awakened researcher with a fish tank for a head, check.
Who the fuck is this?
Mr. Ulrich, allow me to apologize for the shock my jets have given you.
It's a fucking squirrel! What the fuck? What the fuck? Buddy Fairchild. Okay, mate. Hello.
They're jumpier than a spring cricket at the moment. A lot of them just lost some dear friends of theirs after getting back from Florida. Brutal, really.
You guys cannot see the confusion on my face. I am so confused. Huh? The little rodent standing before Ulrich snaps off a salute.
Penguins? In Florida?
And a squirrel? In Antarctica?
I'm so confused.
Not just any squirrel. You're looking at a sergeant, Missy. Sergeant Buddy Fairchild, reporting for duty. We've been waiting here on account of the lieutenant's order. I've been tasked with being your official Antarctic guide. And it's a good thing, too, because you sure ain't gonna find no one else to guide you around these parts.
The lieutenant? You mean Moldia?
Mm-hmm. Sure is shooting. Her message came in earlier today. Told me you're fixing to scale that there mountain. Gave me the job of getting you there.
And some penguins. Okay. In unison, the entire penguin squad delivers a textbook Xeno salute.
Moldia, I could kiss you.
I could as well.
So, Sergeant Fairchild, you and these troops are under Moldir's command.
I'm so... Okay. Ulrich struggles to process the surreal scenario. Same, Ulrich, same.
Let's skip the pleasantries, shall we? The lieutenant's orders were as clear as the day is long. If you really want to help your friends and save the world, then we better get your behinds up that mountain quicker than a cat on a hot tin roof and get that record playing. Now let's get moving before the Menace get their ritual going.
Save the world? I had no idea she thought so highly of us.
Buddy Fairchild clasps his hands behind his back, tapping the ground with his feet.
Now let's see here.
Circling Ulrich with paws still firmly behind his back, Buddy Fairchild sizes him up with a critical eye.
Mountain ain't no Everest, but it sure is a storm in July to be a tough climb for y'all big and tallins. Well, can't never could. Buckle up, folks. I don't want to see no bodies tumbling down the mountain. You hear?
Yes, Squirrel Sensei? The fuck is this? The path is steep and treacherous. Tread carefully. Press and hold anywhere on the screen. As you hold, a white circle appears and gradually expands. Release when the white circle enters the green zone to jump onto the next platform. Okay. Listen up, Tollins. From here on out, you best follow my lead. If you fall and crack that fishbowl of yours, it won't be no laughing matter. I have an emergency plan. If things go wrong, we can use my thermos. Solid prep, soldier. Let's just pray we don't need it. Stay sharp, eyes and ears open, you hear? Excellent, now I have 3 penguin guards. I'll be sure to ask their names to include them in the acknowledgement section. Calling the timekeeper, this is Ulrich. Damn it, the Foundation communications are barely getting through. What's up? Lost contact with your pals? Lieutenant Mulder's intel about the ritual is critical. I have to report to the timekeeper as soon as possible. The blizzard's too heavy and the mountain's too tall. We need to find a location suitable for our shortwave radio. No sweat, partner. Just leave it to me. So, what kind of spot we looking for? Electromagnetic waves get absorbed and reflected by terrain. Direct waves gives off stronger signals than reflected or diffracted ones. So the fewer the obstacles between us and the timekeeper's team, the more likely we are to make contact. Of course, the state of the ionosphere still affects a few. Sergeant Fairchild, are you listening? Huh? Of course I am, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as ever. So, you need a clear spot facing the city rooms, right? Then you folks do your thing, and I'll scout on up ahead. Keep your papers open for my markers. Okay. Ah, I see his trail, just ahead. Let's hope this squirrel is reliable. Well, you ready to work it? No response, but there are no issues with the signal. The timekeeper must be busy. Don't you worry, it's all clear ahead. You can holler for your pals anytime you like. I'll admit that you've got a knack for science. If we make it back alive, I wonder if you would consider joining the Laplace Scientific Computing Center. I am certain my colleagues would have no issue in accommodating another unusual arcanist. Shucks, I'm fluttered. I've been keen for a visit, but I'm afraid I'd done already sworn my loyalty to Lieutenant Mulder. Gonna scout ahead now. Save your lecture for later. Keep moving and try not to let your brain freeze, though. He's by far the smartest squirrel I've ever met. I should talk to him about the record later. He may have some unique insight on the matter. I forgot to tell him that my carrier fluid doesn't freeze below -80 Celsius. But considering the potential for metal to turn brittle in extreme temperatures, I'd better move fast. I'm moving fast. This spot looks good. We've got a direct line of sight to the sea ruins, so the signal should carry. Don't you stop now! It's dangerous here! We gotta keep moving! Dangerous? We're the only ones here, and the slope is quite gentle. The avalanche risk is less than 0.5%. I need to establish communications. This intel must reach the timekeeper. Now! But, Mr. Ulrich, don't you smell that? Air's dusty. Something's lying in wait for us. The timekeeper's in danger. If we lose this communication window, the next one won't come easily. You two go on without me. This risk is mine to take. But, boss, that goes against my orders. Relax. Just hand me the thermos. I'll know when to hide. Oh, god damn it, Ulrich. Starting transmission to the timekeeper. Let's hope nothing goes wrong. Ah, flux. For fuck's sake. Okay.
At the ready, penguin pals!
I don't know any of their moves. Fuck.
Decode complete.
Take care, pal.
That doesn't sound good.
I'll get ya. Come on, pals. Get a taste of this.
I'll handle the tech support.
Encryption complete.
Hold on. That doesn't sound good.
Oh shit. No, I don't want to waste stuff.
A perfect algorithm.
This ain't no animal show.
Enumeration is a last resort, but sometimes it can work a miracle.
Antarctic Advance Party. 3, 2, 1, charge!
Okay, that was kind of cute.
Another victory for the Animal Welfare Act.
That was kind of cute. We're still hopping along. Look, I get you worried about your pals, but this fancy raid of yours just ain't worth it. The equipment isn't my concern. See, I have backup units. All it takes is a little paperwork at headquarters. Now, wait just a dang minute. What if you fall off next time? Fine. See, you got the patience for all of them foundation forms. We'll take it slow and slow. Just follow your guide, we'll make it work. But every step we take this way takes us farther from the timekeeper. Compared to Mass Vindictae, we're moving on a snail's pace. Therefore, I'd wish penguins could fly. Funny you mention it. Back in Florida, these fellas did take a couple flying lessons from a Tripodero. Cost furthest they ever got was the other side of the creek. Now go on and tell me some more about those shockwaves and bounce signals. Your guide'll find just the spot for you. Double time now. I don't want to see no more nasty surprises. Okay. Time to think outside the tank. Maybe I can rig a radio antenna kit. Forget it. Nothing will work in a Force 8 Arctic gale. Yeah, climb faster than a squirrel on the nut chase. Maybe being tall ain't so bad. Much appreciated. This body has certainly proven well suited to mountain terrain. I'll be sure to add it to my field report. Mind getting one of those fancy climbing suits myself. While your boss is fiddling with the equipment, how about you and I take a little break, huh? I got plenty of frozen fish. Bzz, bzz. Hello, Mr. Ark. This is Verton. Go ahead. Hey, success! And now we got Buddy Fairchild.
And a whole new world to discover. So what took the Foundation so dang long to introduce?
Now we got Buddy Fairchild. Another Laplace success. Hell to the air. Hello, 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 hello. It's been a bit since the first part of this video. I've injured myself, which is great, which is why I'm not really recording much. But, but, I only have 30 minutes to record this. One part. So, please don't be a long part. But anyways, we're getting straight into this. Sure, we'll go on breezy for now. We're getting on breezy for now. I don't have a lot of time. Part 13, the 9-layered city. We're back with the squad, guys. We're back with the squad. Hello?
I see. Thank you, Mr. Ulrich. This is exactly the information we needed. If everything's gone to plan, the Foundation spy should already be in Antarctica. But they haven't made contact with us yet. It seems we won't be getting any more intel on the ritual from them anytime soon. ... Are you certain? ... All right. If you thought it through, I won't stand in your way. Just be careful, Mr. Ulrich. Mr. Ulrich?
And the connection is dead. Ulrich's voice dissolves into static noise. No. City ruins. Oh, shit.
Signal's gone. I can't tell if it's an issue on his end or ours. Still, we got what we needed. The ritual will take place in a sanctuary, hidden in the volcano at the edge of the city ruins.
As one, the group turns towards the towering mountain at the edge of the ruins.
That means we'll need to cross the city to get there. Perhaps it's best to report back to the Foundation and wait for reinforcements before going deeper.
No, I don't think
I'm
we've got a
afraid comms are
connection.
down.
Yeah, we don't have a connection.
Could be another trick by Manus Vindicte, like the unnatural day-night cycle here. Timekeeper, maybe we should fall back. Get out of here, fix the communicator, and call for support. That would be the safest choice. But according to Mr. Ulrich, the Foundation is tied up on the front lines. I doubt they'd be able to come to our aid in time. Besides, with every passing minute, we fall that much further behind Dr. Dorez. I suggest we stay here and search the area. Perhaps we'll find something to point us in the right direction.
Sonetto scans the surroundings.
Well, there are no immediate signs of danger. It should be safe to look around.
Sonetto's wandering gaze finally settles on their human explorer.
But before we proceed, should we escort Miss Amundsen back to the research station? There's a high probability that we'll come into conflict with the Manus now that we're so close. She'd be safer there. Go back? After all this?
No, let her join along. Crouched on the ground, sketching, Nautica's head jerks up.
These ruins, they're the only thing that has kept me going.
Her fingers tighten around the map as a whispered protest slips out, filled with both hope and defiance.
No, I can't turn back now. I can't. It's okay, Sonetto. Nautica can come with me. We'll just look around the city's perimeter. You have my word. All right. Please be careful.
Ah, Sonetto, my heart. She nods and strides forward. The snow, compacted by wind and time into a thick blanket, forms a welcoming path underfoot. Nautica takes a breath, then leaps as gingerly as a hare. The white ground of the ruins seems to radiate from her impact.
Then I can take some samples, right? Maybe even dig a little?
A determined gleam flickers in Nautica's eyes. Oh.
Yes, but please keep an eye out for anything suspicious while you work. The Manus might be closer than we think. Oh, and before you go, let me enhance the warming incantation on you.
Sonetto steps lightly onto the snow, and everything is fucked. Yeah, we're fucked. God damn it. Water or someone's skull just got caved in.
Did we fall into a trap? Is everyone all right?
My arm. Timekeeper, are you injured?
I'm fine. Don't worry. The ground was probably already caved in. We must have stepped on the thin layer of ice left behind. This happened back home once.
The group crashes through the snow trap, landing on a soft, semi-fluid surface.
Looks like we've fallen into some underground part of the city ruins. No signal here either. We need to get back to the surface and contact the Foundation as soon as possible.
She tries to stand but slips, barely keeping her face from slamming into the ice.
This is...
Black algae!
And that was the sound.
Careful. It's slippery, remember? You need to walk around it.
I've been meaning to ask. What is black algae exactly?
Ose, my team's arcanobiologist, was the first to notice it. It looks like algae, but it's actually a hybrid of an ancient fungus, and I think some kind of fibrous plant. Luckily for me, she found that they were edible. This is what I ate after I ran out of food at the station.
Nautica climbs a few steps and peers deeper into the ruins.
But there's so much of it here. Look at the pattern. It looks like they've grown all the way from the foot of the volcano.
She dusts off her hands and hops down from the steps.
This algae grows very fast and very violently. I saw one grow by a few dozen meters overnight. It's no wonder they can crack open ice and make those earthquakes happen.
Perhaps it's a new type of arcane material. I imagine there'd be quite a debate over its classification.
Alright, let's just watch where we step. Nautica, do you have any idea where we are?
Nautica produces a familiar crumpled sheet of waterproof synthetic paper from her pocket.
Oh, I think I do. I listened in on your conversation over the comm and filled in a few gaps on my map based on what your colleague said. Let's see. The ritual sanctuary is here, at the far end of the city, inside the dormant volcano.
Manus Vindictae will surely have that area heavily guarded.
And outside the sanctuary entrance, there's this. A kind of circular clearing. Probably one of their daily ritual sites. And this is where we are, at the outskirts of the ruins. Just look at it. This ancient city. From here, all the way up to the foot of the volcano. It's incredible. Just imagine all the secrets and answers hidden away within these walls.
If we're going to find out anything about Manus Vindictae's ritual, the answers will be in this city. Stay close, everyone. Let's head back to the exit of the labyrinth first.
Before the words are even spoken, Nautica has already begun to bound forward.
Vertin! Vertin! Come look at this!
Oh god. Ooh! Heeding the call, the other two file into the nearest room. Nautica is the first to reach out and touch what might be called furniture.
A peridotite stone bed, a nice stone table and chairs. Someone used to live here. It's so stark, even for life in Antarctica. Do you think this is where those masked snow monsters live?
I can't say for sure, but the owner wasn't exactly subtle about their interests.
On the small altar sit retorts, water bottles, and test tubes filled with red and green potions, while dark metallic powders are scattered across the surface.
This is an alchemist's chamber.
After careful examination, Sonetto delicately extracts a manuscript from beneath the alchemical materials.
This manuscript was written by the great Paracelsus, whose river of verses quenches our thirst for an endless life and whispers the secret of the fountain of youth. Transcribed by... Cavendish. I can only make out the surname.
The Fountain of Youth. What else does it say?
There are just a few verses and illustrations.
Paracelsus. Why does that name ring a bell?
6th grade, 2nd semester, History of Alchemy, Week 1. The Life of Paracelsus.
Damn. I can barely remember what I studied. Fucking hell, Sonetto.
He was a pioneer in ancient alchemy and medicine. Legend has it that he invented a potion that could revive the dead.
A warning alarm sounds deep in her mind.
Revive the dead. There was an array in Tuesday's motel, which the Foundation confirmed to be part of a resurrection ritual. And here in Manus Vindicte City, there's a manuscript about a revival potion. Perhaps this is what their ritual is for. To bring back the dead.
And who is a dead person? You're right, Arcana. Best girl. Not really, but very, very pretty lady. Very, very pretty lady.
And the only person they'd go to such lengths to bring back is...
The answer is clear.
Arcana.
But what's Dr. Doris's part in all this?
That's still unclear. But if Manus Vindicte needs her to complete their ritual, we're on borrowed time. I'm afraid waiting for reinforcements is no longer an option. We have to go through the city. Now, Sonetto.
Agreed. The situation may be more urgent than we thought. We can't afford to linger any longer.
Sonetto sighs and turns towards Nautica, who's busy grappling with the building's exterior.
Miss Amundsen, there's been a change of plan. We're entering the city. We'll do everything we can to keep you safe, but there's no guarantee we'll... Miss Amundsen?
Nautica had kept quiet during their discussions and continued to run her hand along the weathered stone walls without reply.
You were right, Friede. The tales are true. The Mother Spirit is here, at the southernmost edge of the world. This is her resting place.
She presses her face against the stone, body warmth melting in the thin snowdrift clinging to it.
The first age ends. The tolling bells are rung. Before the last, a mournful dirge is sung. Alas, where will our bones be laid to rest? O Mother, let us lie upon your breast.
The sound causes her ears to spring up and her head follows shortly after. Nautica? You good girl?
Burton, here, this place. Oh, this is the place I've been searching for. Huh?
You good girl?
Look, here, beneath the surface of this rock.
She taps the wall with her ice axe, causing pale fragments to flake off and reveal translucent, milky crystal beneath.
Feel it. It looks like chalcedony, right? But it's much heavier. This rock is totally unique to Antarctica. It's never been seen anywhere else. We call it Rock of the Blank Era. This is the exact same rock Friele and I studied 3 years ago. We ran a carbon dating test on the rock samples my grandfather brought back from Antarctica. When we ran the test on this rock, we found something strange. It was pointing to an era that didn't exist in any geological record. None of the other samples matched that strange era. We looked for other evidence, but we found nothing. No fossils, no minerals, no records. then, when we couldn't think any longer, our folk tales suddenly came to mind, and it all started to make sense. Our book, Tales of the Mother Spirit, led me here, to the end of the earth. It guided me to these ruins, to this very rock.
I see what you're saying, and I'm sure there's more to discover through this rock. But isn't it a little too soon to link it to your tale?
I'm sure of it. This is the place. It's just like Matu said. This is where the Mother Spirit rests. There is no doubt. If I can bring more samples back to the lab, we might be able to figure out the connection between the Mother Spirit and the Blank Era. We can finally find out what it was like.
Lost in thought, Nautica continues to trace out the wall of the room, searching for its weakest point to extract an intact crystal.
Sorry to interrupt, but may I point something out?
Sure, go ahead, Miss Radio.
It's getting very cold in here. I can feel my resistance starting to drop.
Hurton!
A soft explanation from Nautica draws the others out. That's a lot of algae. That's a lot of algae, I must say. A pallid, grotesque figure stands before Nautica. Its face is blank, its skin appearing to have been peeled and reattached inside out. I can't wait to see what this guy looks like in battle. It twitches as if watching the intruders from non-existent eyes. It's a servant.
Don't provoke it. There's a chance it might just leave us be.
Distant playful barks echo back through the walls, drawing a stark contrast to the scene. It's a mummy! With a whimper, the humanoid creature lurches towards the group. It's a mummy! Okay, what is it? Give me the deets. I understand.
Woman, get moving!
Oh shit! Okay, I see. That's creepy. I don't like that.
Nice hat. What should I sing? Like a lighter.
Don't let go. I must finish the song. So untamed. What should I sing?
That's right.
To be yours alone. Then I found you.
I forgot it was on the easiest setting.
The ground. It's opening up.
Watch your step.
I forgot I
The
put
show
this
is
on the
over.
easiest thing.
But
The loneliness persists. The enemy's strike shatters the weathered ground, sending them scrambling up from the rubble below.
Timekeeper, are you alright? Alive and well. And you? Where's Nautica?
They call her name, but it goes unanswered.
She didn't fall through with us. She's still up there, alone. I don't hear any movement above us. Perhaps she's found a place to hide. Miss Radio, could you get her on the comm?
I'm trying.
Oh? A delicate moth brushes past her
Is
ear.
that girl with you? Huh?
Countless pale and weightless moths stream forward from a fixed direction, reflecting in the bright polar light.
You're a tricky one to track, Timekeeper. I'm ever so glad you've made it this far into the continent. I'll admit, I'd be more than happy to welcome anyone from the Foundation here.
She approaches, her steps betraying a faint unsteadiness.
But oh,
I
what a
fucking
pleasure
knew
is
it.
that you, of all people, would be the one to show up.
I knew it was Miss Grace.
Grace? Is that you?
Her old friend seems to be recovering her breath from some kind of excursion.
No. Who are you really? Kayla from the ranch? Captain Grace of the Free Breeze? Or just a familiar stranger? Who would ask a common moth its name? Who would even notice if it weren't drawn to the flames?
So many lives have been lived through me. So many names taken. Cecily, Kayla, Grace. I've been them all. Yet never quite been any of them.
So which one are you now? What's your goal here?
Sinetta already has her Glassfeder raised, ready to fly into attack or defense as needed.
No need to get worked up.
Miss Stranger reaches out a hand.
About Dr. Doris, or rather, Miss Erd. I have the final piece of the puzzle that will lead you to her.
I don't trust this woman. I'm gonna be honest, I don't trust this woman. Is she pretty? Yes, I don't trust her. To be continued. Okay. I still don't trust her. Part 14. My dear siblings. Aw. Hello. Former Xeno Sentinel unit base. Mulder taps a code into a communicator before putting it back in her pocket.
Lieutenant?
Yes, sir. Against the howling wind, Mulder tucks her curls behind her ears and turns towards the voice.
What is it, Sergeant?
With all due respect, what are we doing here?
A fair question. Her subordinate poses a simple but tough question. Her troops are relaxed, warming themselves around their fires, yet each one would be ready the moment she gives the word.
We're on standby.
It's a question Mulder can't answer, so she turns away. She'll have to feign determination for now.
Stand by for what?
To capture any Foundation soldiers that make it to the shore.
Then what about the ones we already captured? Why are we only holding the run-of-the-mill seamen? The other two could have been useful, but we just...
The sergeant stops, his eyes flickering towards the clinic, where Ulrich and his guard just departed.
Those two? Hardly. What can an awakened researcher and a rookie guard do in Antarctica? Holding them would be a waste of resources.
She directs her stare out into the white distance.
Where is Danilov? Tell him to meet me at the helicopter.
The order comes quick, as to her steps out and away. Captain Danilov takes a long and deep sip of stew, letting the warmth linger on his tongue, making it all the worse when he is suddenly tapped on the shoulder.
Stop sneaking up on me like that.
Gotcha. Some things never change, huh? Still as jumpy as you were when you were a kid.
Come on, cut it out. I'm a captain now, you know? Not some kid.
He sets down the can reluctantly and rises to his feet. Sorry guys, I'm eating chocolate while doing this.
What do you want? Did the lieutenant send you?
Yep. She wants you over at Canis Minor.
As they pass each other, Captain Danilov catches a muttered complaint.
Lucky you. Getting to stretch your legs while the rest of us have to sit here, idling away the hours.
Guess that's how it is these days. Everything still seems foggy.
He takes 2 steps outwards, and the sergeant matches him stride for stride.
Tell me about it. I thought Brazil was tough, but this feels worse. Sometimes
It takes more courage to stick to a choice than to make one. I think someone might be struggling with that.
You should know better than to doubt our leadership, White Gloves.
Sergeant stops.
Sure, but what if they start doubting each other? What if the Admiral's steering us one way and the Lieutenant another? You saw how the Lieutenant let that Foundation researcher go. Didn't that bother you?
Silence lingers as the captain finds himself watching snowflakes set on his boots. At last he forces himself forward.
I trust them both, no matter what.
That's a dangerous thing to do, man, I must say. The captain closes his maintenance manual, finding himself in search of the least technical way to explain the helicopter's malfunction.
Your rate issue might just be a pedal problem, you see. In this case, either the rudder pedal has loosened, which is affecting the responsiveness of the tail rotor, or the tail blades were damaged by the impact.
I see. Let me take a look.
She nods and climbs into the cockpit. From her tool set, she draws out a small arcane item.
Что было, то и будет.
A stream of glimmering powder flows from her tweezers into a detached knob. Beads of sweat form and then evaporate into the cold air.
This is more complicated than I thought.
As the arcane skill fails to activate, she shakes her head and puts away the tool.
I would be surprised if you managed to fix it in one go. Aircraft can be tricky. Took me 2 full years back at the academy to pass theories of flight mechanics, and even longer to really get the hang of it.
She studies Captain Danilov for a moment before offering a rare smile.
I remember. Your teacher called me in 3 times because of the extreme frustration and concern about your grades.
I'm just glad I didn't call father. That would have been the end of me. You know, I don't see you using your arcane skill much these days.
Well, there is not much use for it, really. Bullets and medicine are 1,000 times more useful on the battlefield.
Detecting the rare and likely unintentional emotion in her tone, the captain hesitates.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Sorry. Do you want some space?
No, it's fine. You're fine. We just need to get this helicopter fixed as soon as possible. Can you run another check? There was a blockage in the system that stopped my arcane energy from flowing through. Maybe the issue isn't as simple as just the pedal or blade.
Got it. I'll take another look.
Lieutenant exhales softly.
That blockage. I just couldn't push past it. Did I follow the wrong circuit? Or did I just do the whole thing wrong?
A silence lingers after her words, forcing the captain to shift position.
I wouldn't overthink it if I were you. And stop underestimating your arcane skill. It saved us more times than I can count. Frozen prosthetics, broken casts, ripped dents. Hell, you've been fixing our guns since we were kids. There's nothing wrong with your power. We all appreciate it a lot more than you think.
Thank you, connection issues. ... He wedges his bulk beneath the cramped seat, flashlight in hand, inspecting each wire and following it with his fingers.
Did you get the adoption form when you were little too, Lieutenant?
You mean the...
Yeah. Mine came after my parents died in 1999. Even now, I still don't know what happened that day.
1999 mention? That's part of the title. That year is special. His tone turns light as if he's telling a joke.
When they brought me the death notice, they handed me an adoption form along with it. It was from Admiral Igor. At first I hated the idea. I didn't want anyone to take my father's place.
But you signed it. Otherwise you wouldn't be here.
I did. Because I needed to know what my parents gave their lives for. And the man they fought beside.
We are alike. Odir keeps that thought unspoken, turning her eyes down to her repair tools.
I've never regretted it. I'm proud of where I am. Proud of everyone in this army. Not because we're the best soldiers Xenos ever had. I mean, I'm sure they definitely don't think that now. No. I'm proud because we're more than just an army.
The captain's head disappeared entirely beneath the seat, his voice coming through muffled and distant.
We're family. We Storm Orphans grew up together, trained together, fought side by side. We trust each other like we trust ourselves. Hell, maybe even more so.
He extracts himself from the cockpit, grease smeared across his face. Under her flickering gaze, Danilov drops his voice.
I know Father hasn't told us everything, but maybe that's for the best. The less everyone knows about his plan, the better. But no matter what, I will follow you and the Admiral to the very end. Whether it's flying a fighter into the Foundation headquarters or waiting here until the spring.
But what if they have different ideas? Just saying. Girly is not really at the moment.
I believe in him. I believe that he can take us home. And I believe in you, sister.
Behold you, sister. Oh, my lord. He salutes solemnly, proudly, but the smears of engine oil on his nose take all the seriousness from the moment. A long, unfamiliar tightness rises in Moldir's throat.
Thank you, Captain Danilov.
Danilov.
Our current mission is to wait here.
She blinks, breathes deep, and then exhales misty steam into the air.
Those are our orders. Let's be sure we see them through.
No. To be continued. I just realized throughout that whole section, I had certain settings on for my brightness that I forgot to turn off this morning. So, yay! The video should be a bit more brighter. Should. Unless it's just external. I do want to talk about it before we continue onwards. I don't know if anybody's here at this point in the video. Hello if you are. Hi. Please comment if you are. I don't know how long people watch these videos for. I mean, I can see, but I don't really take notice too much. But I talked about this on my community, on my YouTube community page. I talked about this, that I follow an account on YouTube called Reverse 1999 Timekeeper, and they do silent playthroughs of the whole game, of every chapter that comes out, and looking at their playlist of this current chapter, I'm a bit scared. We're currently going into part 15. That's fine. Every part is fine. It's normal length parts. But then, I see this one part. Chapter 10, part 23. And it's 50 minutes long. And I'm like, holy shit. What do you mean it's 50 minutes long? I don't have that amount of time. That's almost an hour on one part. What the fuck? I'm guessing that's the final battle. But yeah. Anyway, let's get straight to this. I'm dragging this out, guys. I'm dragging this out. I ain't even ashamed of it. I am. Part 15, In the Mouth of Madness. Madness, guys. Chocolate. Sonetto steps forward, her glass fighter aimed squarely at the Manus Apostle's chest.
Miss Grace, you're a Manus Apostle. Don't think we've forgotten what you did aboard the Free Breeze. What exactly are you scheming now?
I'm gonna put the volume up. Miss Strange tilts her head, sensing the arcane energy gathering at the glass feeder's tip out of the corner of her eye. A cough escapes her and is quickly suppressed, her whole body twitching to contain it. She's laughing at you, Sonetto. I'm sorry, girlie.
The Free Breeze. My lovely little cruise ship. Like you, I often find myself missing those serene days on the water. But it seems a few unpleasant memories and misinterpreted actions have deeply wounded your trust in me.
She leaned closer until the glass feeder. I don't know how to pronounce the word, okay, guys? Don't make fun of me. Point presses against her skin. Timekeeper steps forward and stands beside Sonetto, allowing her to lower her shaking, outstretched hand.
Timekeeper?
It's fine, Sonetto. I have a few questions I'd like to ask.
Wind lifts the ribbon around Miss Strange's neck as glistening powder dissolves into the snow. Oh?
On our way here, we discovered a couple of items that I believe belong to Dr. Doris. A stethoscope and a typewriter. It seems they were intentionally left behind, like a series of signposts pointing us here. You wouldn't happen to know anything about these items, would you?
Hmm? ...
How about the powder we found on the typewriter? It's finer than snow and reflects the sunlight differently. It sticks to the skin and is bitter on the tongue. Any idea how it got there? And how the typewriter ended up lying in the snowfields?
Kinda suspicious, not gonna lie.
Did you leave it there? Were you giving directions to the Foundation's investigators?
Come to think of it, that powder looked like the scales from a Lepidoptera wing, a butterfly, or a moth.
Exactly.
Moth. It's you, isn't it? You're the Foundation spy.
A moth alights on Miss Strange's fingertip, then flutters off with barely a perceptible twitch of her finger.
I could provide you with a detailed account of the Foundation's phototaxis experiments if you need further proof of my identity.
Holy shit. She's a spy. Holy fuck.
But we're running out of time.
No wonder she was a bit hesitant earlier when she was talking to that old Manus lady. Their astonished stares hold on Miss Strange as she turns her face towards the ruins beyond.
I'll lead you to the sanctuary. Dr. Doris, Miss is already inside. Oh, and my moths have just brought some new information. Your human friend has also gone in that direction.
Oh! Shit! We need to follow her. With that, she turns her back to them and advances without fear. A wary yet relieved sigh sinks into the snow.
The gate to the sanctuary won't stay open forever, Timekeeper. Shall we?
Yes, ma'am. I understand fully. I don't, but we're going with it.
No, this can't be real. This is how it ends, isn't it? Oh, I can't do this. I can't do this alone. Sonetto, Miss Radio.
Trudging alone through a perilous labyrinth had never been Nautica's idea of an ideal scientific expedition.
Possible cause of death 1. Freezing. Frozen solid with a bunch of unstudied samples clutched in my hands.
Oh shit.
Possible cause of death 2. Getting torn apart. Cold, sticky monster fingers sinking into my skin and ripping me to pieces.
That would certainly be alone. A bad way to go out, girly.
A possible cause of death 3. Killing myself before 1 or 2 can happen to me.
Oh. I think she broke. Girly? Girly, you hear? An empty room. Another empty room. Like a waddling penguin moves from nest to nest, Nautica swivels her head around in constant search for her lost companions. Dot dot dot. A break in her rhythm finally comes. This room holds life, yet the occupant possesses neither brilliant copper hair nor an arcane suitcase. Who's this? She drops into a crouch, tucking her legs in close to her chest, turning instantaneously from penguin to armadillo in appearance anyways.
Who was that?
She summons every ounce of courage in her, forcing her head and vision up to the Vicure.
Friede?
The once bright Parker in her memory has faded with the wind. Its dull hue mirrors the owner's new ashen demeanor. Nautica uncurls, half stumbling as she rises to her feet. Is this just a delusion? Hallucination?
I thought you were gone.
Tears burst forth as Nautica clutches her friend's gaunt arms. The survivor's glazed eyes roll into focus. 2 labored breaths escape, each exhaling without drawing anything back.
Oh, thank you.
I think she's dead.
Thank you, Mother Spirit. Thank you for keeping us both in one piece.
I'm gonna be honest. Girly, I think she's dead. She ain't breathing in oxygen. I think she might be dead.
We'll find a way out of here. We'll look after each other. Oh, goodness, Friede, you're a sack of bones.
The hints are there.
I met 2 arcanists. They'll help us. I would have never even gotten here if it weren't for them. You should have seen how they chased off those snow monsters. You can trust them. Come, Friede. We have to find them. They'll protect us. They'll get us home. ...
I don't think Friede is alive.
Friede, why aren't you saying anything?
Holy shit! Friede holds her gaze on Nautica, letting out another ragged breath as she points to her own mouth. What the fuck? Huh? What the fuck?
Can't you speak?
Her mouth is dripping blood. I don't think so.
It must be the cold. Yes, once we get back, you'll feel better.
I don't think it's the
promise.
cold, love. Nautica strains to pull her up from the stone bed, but it feels as if she is rooted to it. Panting and spent of her energy, she releases and spies the motion of her friend's foot as it cuts words into the snow. No. Can't.
No? Why? Friede, listen, I found it. The resting place of the Mother Spirit and the Rock of the Blank Era. Remember? I found lots of it. I found everything we came for.
Friede holds her eyes on her once cherished friend, shifting into a devout smile. She wipes away the words, writing something new.
Mother Spirit?
Nautica gasps. Mother Spirit will see me soon.
See me soon.
She's not dead, but she is dying. Holy shit. ... And Freely's accepted it. Okay. Freely nods with a smile, fingers clenched on the pendant around her neck. Why is Freely here?
I don't understand. You're going to meet the Mother Spirit?
Freely nods. Her conviction seems absolute.
But
I wish I could make a popcorn sound, but I can't. I can't. Cold sweat runs down her spine.
you mean she has a mortal form? She's a living creature, like us? And she's here, in this ruin?
Okay, girlie, you need to chill the fuck down. Freely nods. I swear, if she says that it's Erd or fucking Arcana, I'm gonna kick someone's ass.
But how?
Nautica's blood surges into her limbs with sudden intensity. Freely tries to object, but only produces wheezing breaths. Visible with frustration, she smooths a fresh patch of snow. Homage. Approach. A great gift. I don't like the sound of that.
Is this what the ninth story in the Tales of the Mother Spirit is about? Mother and child, their heartbeats both align in joyful union through the womb of time.
She nods, her relief obvious through gestures alone.
No, it can't be. The tales say that the Mother Spirit should be asleep. She shouldn't wake up until after the Arctic polar day.
Nautica grips her head tightly as if preventing it from flying off.
So if she's asleep, then who are you going to see? Freely, I really don't understand. ...
Freely merely smiles. Hypoxia sets in, whether from this information overload or the bleak coldness, and Nautica crumples once again.
You really won't come back with me? But if you come with me now, we'll be home soon. I drew a map, like you always did. There's food cached in the depots on the way. I even managed to train new sled dogs and...
Freely slaps a hand over her mouth. With a swift kick, Freely sends a wave of snow bursting upwards and shoves Nautica flat against the ground. Nautica presses down deeper as the snow blankets her. Footsteps crunch closer, deliberate, unwavering, methodical. They halt at the room's entrance.
The ritual is ready. They are waiting.
Nautica hears Freely get up and walk away. The sounds pause for a moment.
Time to go.
The footsteps resume without hesitation, fading until silence reclaims the room. Nautica emerges from the snowdrift. On tiptoes, she darts to the doorway, desperate to catch a glimpse of her friend. But beyond the door, there is only one spot of colour. A pendant lying in the snow. Shaking off snowflakes still clutching to her nose, she stares at the engraving.
Onward, child. Follow the word of mouth. To the earth's edge, the land farthest south. The Mother Spirit's light, with ancient glow, guides us to the great current, nature's flow.
Sweat drips down her temple as she swallows hard.
Wait for me, Freely.
She lifts her foot, placing it precisely over the footprints in the snow. Oh shit, okay. Freely is somehow involved. I'm guessing the followers are Manus followers. I'm gonna guess. Just because we know, you know. So, yeah. Things could get interesting, guys. They could get interesting. we are going to play one more part of this. Because it is actually getting pretty late. And we've done 3 parts today. No, not 3. 5 parts today. And one of them was super long with part 12. So, I think we've had a good day's work, to be honest. But yeah, let's go straight into it. Part 16, The Broken Land of Bliss.
Miss Stranger, where are we now? Miss Amundsen is a human. If she's been caught by Manus Vindictae...
Keep it down. We're in the tunnel to the sanctuary. It's the easiest path to follow, but also the most dangerous.
Is that a lake?
Shush, Soneto, shush. Holy shit, that's a gathering. Plaza City Ruins. A prolonged silence hangs after the question, the answer obvious, yet the words petrifying on their tongues.
No. That isn't water.
The wind tugs at black hemp cloaks, but the hoods remain unnervingly still.
It's the believers.
The circular plaza is flooded with believers, the lake rippling with their kneeling forms.
Their eyes see not one light of bright star.
Okay, cult behavior. Let's go, guys.
Down they fell in martyrdom.
And there's Animus.
But from death's murky waters, they rise once more.
An older woman stands atop the ringed ruins, delivering fiery words upon the frozen earth. That's so badass, though. That's so badass. Kinda badass. I think so, at least.
Children of the resurrected mother, lowly bearers of their mantle, let your bodies and souls be the means of their return. It is through their eyes alone that we may seize the truth of this world, for there is no inculcator but them.
Black-clad believers chant hymns that undulate with each wave of rhythmic vows. Oh.
Call their
She's
name.
got a stick.
Beseech their light. With the mother's will manifested, the gate of ascension will swing open. Oh, what glory! Oh, what exaltation!
See, I would like this voice acting in the new Pokemon game, please. Please. Can I go on a rant, actually? The Pokemon game is cool and everything, the new one, Legends... what the fuck it's called? AZVA? I can't remember. It's great and everything. My only issue is there's no voice acting, and I'm so used to voice acting when I play games that have dialogue. And some scenes are too cinematic that they need dialogue to have that full impact. But what dialogue do we get? We get Pokemon noises and we get human noises when we do that fucking whatever it is, that dodge thing. You hear a little voice from our character and that's it. Anyways, returning to Reverse 1999. A fervent voice erupts from the center.
The gate to the sanctuary is at the far end of the plaza.
Her fan points across the lake.
But how do we get past all these Manus followers?
If you look closely, Miss Soneto, you'll see what they've become.
The believers kneel or prostrate, every head held low, their recitation seeming more and more mechanical.
Strange. It's almost like they're in a state of unconsciousness.
It's the easiest path to follow, but also the most dangerous. Whenever a sacrificial ceremony is held in the plaza, Animus has all the believers put on masks to ensure she has full control over them. Right now, there is only one thing on their minds: the ceremony. If we're careful and choose our route wisely, we can slip by them unnoticed. No one will see us except for Animus.
What's the purpose of this sacrifice?
To open the gate.
They're taking a life just to open a gate?
Miss Strange keeps her focus locked on the Elder conducting the ritual.
We must take this opportunity to slip through to the sanctuary.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Another rising wave from that distant voice muffles their whispered discussion.
Great revealer of Arcanum, we humbly present this offering.
As the Elder's voice fades, the offering steps onto the plaza. We saw it coming. Oh god, oh no. That means Nautica's somewhere nearby. Though well worn, her attire betrays her former status.
The offering is human? No. Not just any human. That's one of Nautica's expedition team members. Timekeeper, look over there. It's Miss Amundsen.
The believers fill the plaza in concentric rings, while across the gates Nautica stands motionless. She is transfixed on the offering with unblinking eyes.
What's she doing there? Something about her doesn't look right.
She's too close to Animus. At that distance, the arcane skill controlling believers could affect her too.
We need to get her out of there.
Stay down. Not yet. Animus could spot us at any moment. The ceremony is about to begin.
Holy shit! Excuse me?
Worship them. Children of flesh, bear witness, for we shall bask in their radiant
Okay, lady,
blessing.
shut the fuck up. Why is there hands? Why is there hands? Why are there hands? What the hell are they worshipping? Eh?
An offering taken, a gate opened. Through bone and blood, let the gate fling open and the path to ancient glory be revealed. Be thankful, you unenlightened little beasts, that the Mother is willing to take your pitiful life as their gift. What great mercy they show.
Girl, shut the fuck up. The horrific vision Animus's words is laid bare, yet Freelay maintains her eerie smile. She walks towards the gate, nodding respectively to the kneeling believers along the way. Then she halts just before the entrance. Her mouth inaudible words.
Through the giant mother's bones a path is laid. In bloody pain, eternal life is made. It's just like in Tales of the Mother's Spirit.
Freelay drifts her eyes rolling over the scene until they seize on the sight of her former companion. Oh no. Their eyes lock. Cracked lips part, soundlessly forming words. Homage, approach. A great gift.
You really are going to see her. The Mother Spirit's light, with ancient glow, guides us to the great current, nature's flow. The 9th story in Tales of the Mother Spirit. It happened in that season on that day. The children found their mother at the gate with offerings, the finest of their art. They paid her homage with a faithful heart, and in return, their reverence repaid. By her great gift, her children were remade. By her great gift, her children were remade.
Oh shit. Countless hands reach from inside the gate, swarming over Freelay in waves. They coil around her like vines and gnarling roots, reality fracturing across her body, inch by inch.
Right. That's right. This is the climax of the story. When the children come close to the Mother Spirit, share her pain and her sorrow, and become one with her.
Her breath hitches, A scream claws up her throat, blood boiling in her veins.
Mother Spirit will come. She'll come to guide us. She'll come to guide you, Frile.
Suddenly, a deafening wail explodes from within. Frile crosses the threshold and a shriek tears out from her searing chest. I want to continue. I don't feel comfortable. The scream echoes across the expanse, its force so profound, even the lava seems to hold mid fire. Oh, Frile. Nautica latches her hands onto a prostrate worshipper, gasping out questions.
What's happening to her? Have you been through there? Why is she screaming?
Her questions are met with a devotional void. 1 minute, 2, the crowd does not speak, does not murmur, silence rules.
Mother Spirit.
See, she got Manus, whatever the Manus' religion, confused with her own. And yeah, this is not good. That shriek still rings her ears, muffling all sound as if it weren't vacuum sealed. Oh, she is pissed. The believers are unresponsive, unspeaking, unbreathing. The shriek fades into dull tinnitus. Animus taps her longbow on the ground, shattering the silence.
You humans should be grateful, flawed and pathetic as you are, yet nonetheless granted access to the gate at the mere cost of your tongues. Deeper is her sin than our cleansing could purge, greater her crimes than our judgment could meet. Yet in their boundless benevolence, the great Mother of Resurrection has seen fit to accept her. May the Guiding One return to us and restore this world to the ancient order.
May the Guiding One return to us and restore this world to the ancient order.
Animus shakes her bell, and at the cue, the entire congregation erupts in synchronized cries, heads bowed.
Cleansing. Judgment. What are they talking about?
Animus sways with her bell. The spectacle becomes a wild dance, and the chant resumes.
Their eyes see not one light of bright star. Men's past ways are shaded by their shame.
Barefoot, Animus circles the center, fully lost in her movements.
Is that it? Is that the whole ritual?
She darts her eyes around, searching for some purchase in whispered questions.
Where's Frile? What's behind the gate? And those hands? What were they? Is she really with the Mother Spirit now?
But their hollow eyes only stare ahead.
Hands are but aberrations in your path.
What just happened?
No, I'm so sorry, Nautica. I'm so sorry. A dissonant note cuts through the chant. A small voice reverberates between earth and sky, the sound almost pitiful against the enormous volume of the scene. Yet Animus pauses her dance atop the raised center. She spies down at Nautica from the corner of her eye.
A conniving little rat dares to taint the purity of our sacred land with her profane, filthy paws.
Nautica draws a shuddering breath, crisp air shivering her inside and out.
My friend, Frile,
Where is she? Why hasn't she come back through the gate?
Why, it seems the lowly little beast has a friend to share in her misery.
Disgust and impatience twists her lips.
She has been taken by the mother of resurrection. Not that there was much flesh and wit to take.
Flesh and wit?
A blinding light hits Nautica's face, her eyes narrow by instinct. The gate cracks open. They watch as the crack widens into a gap, then a doorway, and finally the gate swings open.
Praise them. Worship them.
Am I going to see something grotesque on the screen? Because if I will, I am not going to be happy.
The sanctuary gate has opened. The mother is pleased with our offering, and we have been welcomed into their hall to bear witness to the final ritual. Yes, bear witness to all their infinite kindness, their unmatched benevolence. They have taken so little, yet they grant us so great an honor. Great Mother of Resurrection. Oh, guiding one. We fall to our knees before your boundless love.
As if Nautica's presence has become intolerable, Amos waves her hand with the kind of lazy energy usually reserved for swatting flies.
How much longer do you intend to allow this human to sully their holy land? Feed her to the gate. She must be removed.
Without another glance, she surges towards the gate. Behind her, two silent disciples seize Nautica.
No! Let me go! They're taking her.
Don't. Now is not the time to act. If Animus spots us, she might lift her control over the believers. Then we'll find ourselves in some serious danger.
Nautica is lifted up like a fledgling bird, then slammed onto the ground. Still halfway in a daze, she looks up toward the gate.
All this, it was all just to open the gate. But this feels wrong. Horribly, horribly wrong. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Is it, Matu? But Frida did say that she was going to see the Mother Spirit. So she must be with her now, right? And the Mother Spirit must be there. Well, she must be behind that gate.
Oh, God. Anna stops, turns back with an inscrutable smile.
Mother Spirit, what nonsense are you sputtering?
Nautica staggers to her feet.
She is the tides, the flowing light. She is the rocks and the soaring partridges and the swooping peregrines. She is the energy behind all things. She will give her children a great gift. A gift that will change their lives forever. I have traveled all the way from the northernmost edge of the world to this place, following her guidance. And I have found proof. Proof that the legends were true. Proof that she is here.
Ah, I see.
Emma strides towards her, longbow tapping once again over the ground.
Mother Spirit. That's how you imagine the supreme being of this world, is it? A deity no greater than a charlatan shaman? And what flattery to claim yourself personally guided by a goddess. Yet, still, I cannot help but feel a twang of pity. What hope can there be for a kind born with minds too narrow to comprehend true greatness?
Playful malice kindles in her eyes.
An inescapable predicament indeed. Before you are thrown to the gate, allow me to share with you a fragment of truth, so you may die knowing what you've served.
Arms spread wide, Animus shuts her eyes with sick devotion.
There is no Mother Spirit. The great Mother of Resurrection has cast their eye upon the earth from time immemorial. And Artica has ever been the sanctuary of Manus Vindicte. Here we serve Arcana, the only and eternal mother of Arcanum.
Her lids slip open again, and a flood of venomous glee surges out.
Few are fortunate enough to learn this truth. What was that pitiful thing's name again? Really? Oh, no matter. Your little friend came to me boldly claiming to share our noble faith, and pleaded to be thrown to the gates so that she may meet her goddess. And so I was inclined to turn down such a blindly foolish request. I agreed. She must have been ever so disappointed when the flesh dissolved from her bones and her body melted into naught but a lump of flesh behind the gate. Oh, that screaming and crying. Humans. So full of your precious reason and logic, yet turned at even the most basic arcane trick. How foolishly simple you are.
I have nothing to say. I'm genuinely speechless. Right now, I'm genuinely speechless. I don't have anything to say. I do not like Animus. She is a bitch, and I hate her. Really kicking a sad puppy down here. I hate it. I hate it so much. I can't. Oh, God. Animus laughs. The shock and agony on Nautica's face is anticipated.
Yes, that's the look. Confusion, disbelief. It suits your kind perfectly.
Well done for being a racist, love. Die in hell.
What a miserable blind existence. Scurrying about in the dark, unseeing, unperceiving, your limited darkened minds blind to the spark of enlightenment. A creation forsaken from its inception. You could never wield true knowledge. Yet still, you have brazenly infested every corner of this earth, claiming that you would uncover all its mysteries. Such ignorance, such arrogance.
Rage and revulsion accumulate too much and too long, like a vast bank of snow waiting to fall into an avalanche.
How could you possibly grasp its secrets? How could you catch so much as a glimpse of the greater existence in the barren tenebrosity of your minds?
The enormous twisted gate pulses as if to match her statement, a movement somewhere between convulsion and retching. Gulp. Glug. Something is being digested. From beneath the gate, strands of crimson slime creeps out towards her.
Is that red algae?
The algae surges below and beyond her, bleeding over the white rock. For every inch it advances, its color decays. Scarlet, maroon, brown, black. So, Nautica, you've been living off of black algae for months, and the algae comes from this gate to who knows where. Red and black algae sprawl across the ruins in tangled knots, their tendrils creeping towards the glacier beyond, blackened arteries pumping and pulsing over the land.
There's black algae here too. No. I was eating. Oh, no.
Her murmured mantras fail her. Kneeling, she clutches her stomach as her throat convulses and a stream of vomit pours out.
Are you satisfied? Has this great gift satiated your curiosity?
Animus steps onto the soft, viscous algae. That familiar chewing sound grates against Nautica's mind.
Has realization finally dawned in your darkened mind? Your friend is gone. She will never return from the gate.
I don't know what to say, guys. I'm going to be honest here. I feel like we have to go forward. I said we were going to stop, guys, but... Holy shit. That was hard to watch. I was incredibly uncomfortable during that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel. That was something. Yeah, let's go with that. That was... I'm not happy. I now feel very, very sad. Oh god. Oh god.